Put a finger down if you've ever had a hairstylist fly with you to Dubai and then that hairstylist gets super sick that he physically cannot get on a plane to get home. Instead of staying with him to make sure his case isn't worrisome or severe, you leave Dubai and your hairstylist behind to get to your next business deal. I'm not JLo, so I can't put my finger down. Jesus Guerrero was a celebrity hairstylist to Jennifer Lopez, Kylie Jenner, and more. And on a trip to Dubai with Jennifer Lopez, he came down with pneumonia. The pneumonia became so severe that Jesus suddenly passed away.
Apparently, there's now an alleged feud between Jennifer Lopez and Kylie Jenner. People are asking, why are folks saying Kylie and JLo are feuding? And what does this have to do with Jesus? Well, Jesus sadly passed away at just 34 years old. He had been traveling for work, styling major stars like JLo and Kylie. Word spread that Jesus got seriously sick while in Dubai with Jennifer Lopez, and that she supposedly didn't help him when he needed it most. Some even claim she left him there while she went off to do her own thing. On Reddit, one user wrote bluntly, "He flew with JLo to Dubai. He got super sick while there, and JLo and her team abandoned him in Dubai alone, and he died of pneumonia." That claim remains unverified, but it has ignited suspicion and gossip. Social media exploded with posts saying stuff like, "He flew with JLo, got sick, and her team abandoned him in Dubai." Fans were furious, calling it cold and heartless, while others said people were jumping to conclusions without real proof. The whole internet couldn't stop debating whether JLo actually ignored a man who had been part of her inner glam circle for years. Then came Kylie Jenner, and that's when the tension started. Kylie had also worked with Jesus for years, and they were extremely close. After his death, she wrote a heartfelt message calling him more than a friend, a light in my life, full of laughter, love, and comfort. She even reportedly helped with his funeral costs and supported his family. Fans immediately started comparing Kylie's emotional tribute to JLo's quiet reaction, saying it looked like Kylie truly cared while JLo was trying to stay distant. That's when people began whispering about a silent feud between the two stars. On top of that, reports later revealed that Jesus died from pneumonia and a fungal infection caused by a weakened immune system. He had been feeling sick for months, even losing weight, but continued traveling and working through it. His sister said he'd been diagnosed with gastritis months earlier and thought it wasn't serious. But clearly, his health had been declining for a while. Still, people on social media couldn't stop speculating. Some said JLo was unfairly blamed and had actually tried to get him medical help, while others believed Kylie's reaction showed how differently both women treated him. The gossip just wouldn't die down. Everyone wanted to know the truth. So now fans are divided. Did JLo really turn her back on her longtime hairstylist, or are people twisting a tragedy into celebrity drama? And is Kylie's public love for Jesus her genuine grief, or a subtle way of throwing shade at JLo? Whatever the truth is, one thing's for sure. This story has Hollywood and the internet watching every move these two make. So here's where things really start heating up. Kylie Jenner allegedly unfollowed JLo on Instagram. And yeah, people notice fast. It's true, Kylie isn't following Jennifer Lopez anymore. Now, it's unclear whether Kylie was ever following her before or if she quietly hit that unfollow button recently, but fans are convinced it happened right after all that drama around Jesus Guerrero's death exploded. Here's what's wild. When you look over at JLo's page, she's still following Kylie. So what does that mean? Is this a one-sided feud? Did Kylie just make a silent statement while JLo tried to play it cool? Nobody knows for sure, but fans are saying Kylie's timing was way too specific to be a coincidence. People online are breaking it down like detectives, pointing out that Kylie unfollowed JLo almost immediately after the news hit about Jesus' passing and those harsh rumors started spreading. The ones claiming JLo didn't help him when he needed it most. It's got everyone thinking Kylie might be sending a subtle message without saying a word. And let's not forget, Kylie was super close to Jesus. She shared a heartfelt post on Instagram with pictures of them together, calling him her friend, her light, and someone who always brought joy to her life. You could feel how devastated she was. Fans said her tribute was full of emotion, while JLo's response, or lack of one, came across as cold and distant. That contrast made people believe the tension between the two stars is real. Now everyone's speculating, was Kylie's unfollow just a personal way to grieve, or was it shade aimed straight at JLo? Some say it's her way of cutting off anyone who didn't show Jesus love or loyalty, while others think the internet's reading too much into it. But with both women being such powerful public figures, every little click, like, or unfollow becomes major gossip. One thing's clear though, in the world of celebrity social media, an unfollow speaks louder than words. Now here's the part that's got everyone side-eyeing JLo. People noticed she didn't post anything about Jesus at first. And remember, JLo was reportedly with him on the UAE trip. But guess what? She only shared a post about him after Kylie put up her emotional tribute. That timing has fans whispering like crazy. It's got folks saying JLo might have only posted because Kylie did, just to save face. Some even claim her message felt too polished, like PR damage control instead of a real expression of heartbreak. Meanwhile, Kylie's tribute looked raw and personal, which made fans feel it came straight from the heart. And when people started comparing both posts, the internet blew up with side-by-side screenshots and fiery comments. Of course, nobody truly knows what went down behind the scenes. Maybe JLo was grieving privately. Maybe she wanted to respect the family's space. Or maybe the internet's reading between lines that don't even exist. Still, with how close both women were to Jesus, it's hard not to wonder if there's more to this story than what's being said publicly. The tea's spilling faster than anyone can clean it up, and the drama just keeps growing. What do you think? Was JLo's silence a sign of guilt, or was it just bad timing that made everything look shady?
Jennifer Lopez was his last client. Seuss's family has since made a GoFundMe page asking people to help with funeral costs and to also bring his body home from Dubai back to the States. My first thought was Jennifer Lopez is obviously going to be paying for this. Nope. Kylie Jenner is the one that is taking over the funeral costs for his family and handling all the accommodations to get his body back to the United States. And I know at the end of the day, this was a professional working relationship, like Kylie's, where Jesus became one of her greatest friends. But you're telling me I'm responsible for someone being in a foreign country and then getting sick in that foreign country because they're there working for me, and I'm supposed to just leave them and go to the next thing? I don't think so. I genuinely cannot imagine how JLo is feeling, but she already has a reputation for being a diva, for being selfish, and this honestly just put her in a 10 times worse light. This man deserved way better.
Because what do you mean that he was left in another country to die? If you guys don't know who this is Jesus Hair. He was a celebrity hairstylist for big people like Kylie Jenner, the Kardashians, and even JLo, among a lot of other celebrities. So apparently Jesus was on a business trip with JLo's team in Dubai. Now, people are saying, is she the reason for his death? And the reason is because it's come to light that JLo and her team left him in Dubai at the hospital struggling with pneumonia. So how is it possible that you're in a different country, let's say even with friends, but with JLo's team at this point, and you end up in the hospital and they just leave? Like, doesn't that sound fishy to anybody, or is it just me? I don't know. I'm just saying that if I was to go with a group of friends out of the country and something happens, we would definitely all extend our stay to take care of that person. And now, it being a celebrity, it's like, okay, maybe you were on tour or whatever you were doing in Dubai. Why don't you call an emergency, whatever, to stay with that person? He's literally in the hospital. They leave him alone in a different country. That doesn't make sense to me. Am I the only one? Like, my brain can't wrap around like what happened. I also heard that there was a GoFundMe made by his sister or cousin to cover the cost of a funeral, which I think is kind of weird because all these celebrities have a lot of money. Why don't they just pay for the funeral? You know what I'm saying? And I saw that there has been, like, I think Trisha Paytas has made like $1,000 donation, and then Ariel made another 1,000. But it's like, I don't know. Am I just being selfish? Like, that kind of seems like a little bit for everything that they make. And then it's like Kylie Jenner was his best friend. Like, they were best friends. What? How come she doesn't just pay for it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's like me being selfish or what, but That's just how I see it. And then on top of that, if he was out there with JLo and her team, like, you would think JLo would just pay for it, you know? That's like the least that she can do, I feel like. Well, either way, the whole situation is just sad, just all around sad. But yeah, rest in peace, Jesus hair.